All right. Well, that was a pretty awesome sports weekend for both our squads. Obviously, the Mariners defeated the Tigers on Friday, which was sick. And then they won games one and two yesterday and today. So that was fucking amazing. And we're 2 wins away from a World Series berth. First
Yeah,
in franchise history.
it's absolutely incredible, especially considering, that game on Friday was just such a slog, barn burner, going to 15 innings. I couldn't stand to watch it anymore. It was stressing me out so much, but the pitching was just relentless, and they just would not quit no matter what. And now we find ourselves in a situation where we might sweep this Blue Jays team. Starting this thing off, you count yourself lucky if you win one of the road games, but we're
Yeah.
2-0 in their house, and we're going back to the place where we were dominant this season, especially since it's a pitcher's park. It's getting colder. Like, I don't know,
And
man.
we have 3 games there. So even if we only win one of the three, we'll still be up 3-2 going back to
Yeah.
Toronto. So there's a lot in our favor, and we've never been up 2-0 in any of the ALCSs we've played in. So
hmm
that bodes well for us. It's a new narrative we find ourselves in. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty unreal to be saying that about the Mariners, like
I know
after
it
all that's
seems like
happened.
none of this is real, you know?
hmm
I just I mean, obviously it's all happening on TV, but like it just the fact that it isn't stopping is like insane.
Yeah, it's just like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like you're just like, all right, when are we gonna fuck this up? But they just keep finding ways to win. And today, like the offense really came to life, basically blowing them out 10-3.
Dude, Jorge Polanco has been a fucking psycho. The his eyes explain the way he's been playing. That guy is locked in. It's I'm pretty sure I saw a stat where uh s- of the 7 hits he has all have been RBIs. Like he's driven in a run 6 of his 7 hits. So
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah, he's like on another level. And I honestly didn't see it coming, not even a little bit. So it's it's pretty awesome. That's kind of what you have to have in order to win a fucking World Series. You need guys like him to become unsung heroes. So really excited for game 3, and I think we're gonna sweep them. But
You think
I,
so?
I won't let. Well, we got George going game 3, George Kirby, and he's like he picks and chooses when he wants to pitch like a Cy Young pitcher, but he's been dominant so far in the playoffs. And then we have Luis Castillo going game 4. So and he's electric at home. So yeah, I'm confident going into games 3 and 4.
I kind of think so too, because that's what's crazy about this is I feel like we haven't even like gotten our most lethal lineup out there yet because they're all resting after that game Friday. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and like I said the other day, they already pitched Kevin Gosman, who's their ace, and we won that game with our fifth best starter. We basically stole that game, and I
yeah.
think that's kind of set the mood for the whole series. We just kind of kicked their ass today, and it was awesome. So, um, but yeah, I'm really excited for the upcoming games, and yeah, I'm confident we're gonna be probably playing the Dodgers, but I don't know. It's early in their series too. So,
Yeah, a lot of baseball left to be played either way, though. This is going to be a long haul. So, moving on to the other Seattle team. This was just got to be one of the best weekends in Seattle sports overall in maybe ever. Huskies also won, which not even going to spend any time on that, but like just another notch in the Seattle belt. But
and Damon Williams also broke a couple records. I think
oh, did he?
he had 500 total scrimmage yards. Ru
Oh, that's wild.
yeah, running and passing. I can't remember what exactly he did, but it was noteworthy. But Um, yeah, anyway, um, Seahawks, Jags, Trevor Lawrence looked like we thought he would.
Mm.
The game kind of went exactly how we thought it would. I
Yeah, it
mean,
was like almost down to the score what we were more or less predicting.
yeah,
I
it took
mean,
them not kicking that last field goal for it to be a
yeah,
score game.
it's brutal. I didn't win my fantasy game because of that too. I would have won.
Really?
Yeah, I lost by 3 points, and that
That's
would have
tough.
been, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it, but
Ah,
yeah, sometimes this shit is just so frustrating. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this game was weirdly similar to the Cardinals game where I feel like we blew out the Jaguars in essence, but we only won by one score. This never seemed like a game that had the outcome in doubt at all, really. I mean, they had that first drive where they went down and scored, but then they immediately missed the extra point, and it was like, maybe we or no, actually, I think they went for two and then didn't get it. I want to say something like that happened.
yeah.
But yeah, regardless, it was huge that we got this game too, even though it was an out of conference game. So many teams. Let me pull up the standings. There are one, two, three, four, five, six teams in the NFC right now that have at least 4 wins. And the
Hmm.
Packers are 3-1-1. Those I hate ties. They need to just get rid of ties. It muddies everything up. Eventually a team will win. But because the Packers right now have played one less game, they're actually above all the 4-2 teams in the standings. So
Hmm.
if the season were to end today, the Seahawks would be the fifth seed, and I don't know. This conference is so muddy right now. I don't really see an easy path to making it in unless you probably win the division. I don't know. I think it's going to be not that hard to maybe get the seventh seed, but you just never know with like tiebreakers and stuff at the end of the season. Like, I hate it when there's a ton of teams just over 500, but that's what it's
Yeah.
looking like it's going to be like this year. And I also think I'll talk more about the Seahawks in a second, but the NFC looks vastly superior to the AFC this year. Like,
It
if the
really does.
Chiefs,
I'm looking at the standings for the NFC currently. I didn't realize that the NFC South, they've kind of got some good. I mean, Panthers are 3-3. Falcons
mm,
beat the Bills tonight. They're 3-2, and the Bucks look really good.
yeah,
Um,
I might put the Bucks at number one in the power rankings. Like, why not? What else do we do
I don't know.
after
The
everything
Chiefs
that's
look good
happened?
again.
Yeah, but I'm not going to give a three-loss team number one, especially because the team we just beat them. I don't know.
That's true.
Also, fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah. How did the
They,
Jags do that? They looked terrible against us.
I know they're lucky that I mean there was a deep ball we had to Horton that Sam got slightly pressured as he threw it.
Uh-huh.
That would have probably been like an 80-yard touchdown if he gets that another foot out there. There was a lot of this game could have been a massive win for the Seahawks. Just got to give the Jags some credit. Their defense is sticky. But Darnold still goes for almost 300 yards. JSN continues his ascent to be, I mean, I'm just gonna say it, he's the best receiver in the league right now. Like, I'm maybe not on like paper,
Hmm.
like measuring up prospects or whatever, but he's playing better than any receiver in the league, especially now that Puka's hurt.
I'm
So
not
that
understanding why we still can't run the ball.
it's so mostly it's because our interior offensive line is just bad. I mean, they haven't killed us because Darnold and JSN in the past game have been so good, and they're for whatever reason better at pass blocking than run blocking. But these guards, I mean, it's seriously, it's like making me lose my mind. Zabel's obviously looking a lot better than the other two, but Sundell and Anthony Bradford just get pushed into the fucking backfield every run play for the most part. And
Hmm.
right now, Zach Charbonnet is averaging 2.6 yards per carry on the season. It's atrocious. It's not all his fault, but we're doing this thing where we're giving each running back an entire drive. And I gotta say, I hate it. I think it's really stupid. I think we should be giving Kenneth Walker the majority of the carries because he's playing so much better. And I just think with the nature of the way the line is this year, it's we need someone to like make a guy miss to get past the line of scrimmage, essentially. I think,
I
putting
didn't
Zach
realize
Sar
that that's how they were using them. They were just,
yeah. They weren't like rotating mid-drive for the most part. It's
hmm.
like, okay, here's a Charbonnet drive, here's a Walker drive, and actually Charbonnet played substantially more in this game for whatever reason. I just find what Kubiak is doing with the run game to be very puzzling. It's the only thing about what he's done so far this year that I'm like really not liking.
Yeah,
But
the
it's a problem.
non-rotation thing doesn't really make sense to me because so you're just giving them both a chance because you want to be like nice or something. I don't get that.
I feel like it's kind of like being on a pitch count, sort of, is the way I'm trying to justify it in my mind. But I don't know,
Hmm.
man. I feel like Walker in particular is the type of running back that he's kind of got to like get into his rhythm and then he'll break one for like 50 yards. Like that's the type of running back he is. He's like 2 yards, 2 yards, 2 yards, 15.
Hmm.
Unless we could actually block, and then they'd both be incredible. But we're just so severely limited in the run game right now because of our guard and center. Um, again, it's not killing us, and every team has weaknesses, but uh, I just hope that we don't get into an important game later on in the season where we need to run the ball and we just can't.
Hmm.
But the flip side of that is Darnold and JSN are both playing better than I thought either of them were capable of this year.
Hmm.
And second year player AJ Barner is emerging as like maybe a top tight end in this league. Like he's top 10 in yards right now, I believe. He's tied for first for tight ends in touchdown catches.
Hmm.
That's not a fluke. I mean, he was kind of emerging at the end of last year, but he's a dude and he caught that dagger of a 61-yard play at the end of the Jags game yesterday.
Yeah, no, he's definitely surprised me with the leaps he's taken this year because I kind of thought Elijah Arroyo was going to be more of a factor, but he's kind of shown that he's a rookie in the sense that he hasn't really been a part of the game plan. Um,
Yeah, well, I think tight end can just be a difficult position for rookies to come in and immediately do well. I think sometimes that's just because they need more time to like add mass to their body. But I'm still really excited to see what Arroyo can do, because he's got just physical skill set that's different. Like he's extremely fast
mhm.
and he's a big guy. I remember people saying in training camp too, he looked like the most impressive rookie. So I think there's still a lot to unlock there, but um, yeah, I mean, 6 weeks into this thing, sitting at 4-2, I think we probably, at best case, thought we would be at that record. And what's
Mhm.
crazy to me is if Myers has just made all his field goals this year, we'd very likely be 6-0 right now because the two games he's missed kicks in have really killed us.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, the did he miss a kick in the Niner game?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like our first or second drive or something, but
Oh dang, so he
it ended
literally
up,
like did lose us that game kind of.
yeah, because then we wouldn't have needed to get a touchdown at the end of that game. We were
Yeah,
already basically in game over position. And then
yeah.
same with the uh, Buccaneers game. If he had made his kick, then when they tied it up, in that scenario, we would have still been up by three. So, anyways, it doesn't matter. It didn't happen, so there's no point talking about it. But I just think that illustrates how close this team is to actually being elite. Which even in my most optimistic predictions for this season, I did not. I thought this was a wild card team at best. They're playing for everything right now. And the normal juggernauts of like, the Rams, the Niners, the Eagles, none of them look that great. The top team in the conference, we arguably should have beat. There's a lot of there's not any reason to not want to go for it this year and maybe make a trade at the deadline is kind of where I'm at.
Well, I don't think we any of us, well, to an extent, expected Darnold to be as good as he's been because he's playing at an MVP level, like you
Yes.
said. So,
Yeah, and I felt like, oh man, am I really about to say this sentence when I said that a few weeks ago? But he just keeps playing that well. He
yeah,
once again in like advanced metrics, he's number one. And his down the field throws are like he has a 70+% completion percentage on throws of over 20 yards this year. That's
that's crazy.
crazy. The person he led the league in that stat last year at 50% completion percentage.
Most of that's, or all of that has got to go to JSN, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, and one more crazy JSN stat while we're talking about him. There was a point in the first half of that game where Darnold had 117 passing yards, and all of it was to JSN. He's kind of
That's
doing the Matt
crazy.
Stafford thing where he spams throws to his best target, and it
Hmm.
just works. Like,
That's funny.
that's not really something that any of our past quarterbacks have done too much.
No,
So it takes him getting used to, but it's really cool to see happen. Like, I don't know, I'm enjoying it.
yeah, same. Yeah, that's pretty much. I didn't have a whole lot else on the Jags game. Guess just getting ready for the who are we playing next?
We're playing the Texans at home a week from today on Monday Night Football.
Oh, that should be really easy.
I mean, if we score at will on the Texans, then this offense is legit. But I think
I
that
just feel
game,
like with our defensive pressure, we will sack CJ Stroud so many times with their shitty offensive line.
they do have one of the worst lines in football. And the Jaguars, I guess one last thing I want to say about that game is they had only given up 6 sacks on the season through the first 5 games, and we sacked Trevor Lawrence 7 times, and we hit him 17
17. Yeah, I
times,
heard that.
which is a team record, allegedly, for however long they've been keeping track of that statistic. But yeah, Byron Murphy, Leonard Williams, evidently, Demarcus Lawrence is crucial to this defense because one game without him, and we give up 38 or whatever, 35, and he comes back, gets 2 sacks himself. The Jaguars' run game has been fantastic this season. They couldn't do anything. They could not. I think their best run was like 9 yards or something.
Hmm.
Um, he looked phenomenal. And the return of Uchenna Nwosu, I sort of forgot about him last year. He's
Hmm.
been the second best edge on this team,
Is he number
easily.
7?
Yeah, he's looked
Yeah,
great.
he's a part of the really funny photo of
Yeah,
him
he's
like
the one that's got his hand on Trevor Lawrence's like throat.
yeah.
He literally looks like he's the Jaguar that just killed Trevor Lawrence is gonna eat him.
I know. That was a
Yeah.
really that's about what I'm gonna make for the thumbnail for this episode.
You know what's really funny? Like when we beat the Steelers a few weeks ago, I was like, "Oh, the Steelers suck." Like the AFC's so bad this year, the Steelers are in contention for the top seed. And the Colts
That's
right now
insane.
are the number one team in the AFC. Like this is
The
a weird
AFC's
season.
well, it's because Patrick Mahomes has so many losses already,
Yeah.
like the Chiefs, because they're always like the 1 seed.
I know, and like honestly, I felt like in that Lions game, the refs were being so fucking friendly to the Chiefs. Like,
Yeah, I
even though they're
saw
not
that Jared
doing,
Goff. Did you see that Jared Goff play where he caught a touchdown pass?
yeah, did they just like invent a penalty or what there? I didn't understand that at all.
Yeah, it was stupid. They invented the penalty because the Chiefs were playing, basically.
Also, that Travis Kelce catch, did you see that?
I didn't.
The ball was just on the ground and his hand was not underneath it. And they were like, oh, catch. Like, no need to review that. I don't know. I just hate them. I'm so sick of them.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's kind of all I got for tonight.
yeah,
If you wanted to add anything further.
no, not really. Hopefully we get some guys back for the Seahawks now that we have an extra day off to prepare for the Texans game, and then we got the bye week after that. So
Mhm.
Um, all things considered, the team is relatively healthy compared to last thing I'll say, the 49ers losing their best player, Fred Warner, for the year. And you got to think the McCaffrey shoe is going to drop any week. So I think we can say bye-bye to the Niners and just worry about the Rams the rest of the way. Although the 49ers do keep finding ways to win games, I feel like Fred Warner's got to be the straw that breaks camel's back.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck the 49ers.
Yeah, it's like insane how cursed with injuries they are.
Yeah, I know, but keep it coming.
Yes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, probably do our podcast on Wednesday this week, I think.
Hmm.
And then by the time we're doing our instant reaction video next week, maybe we get a bonus one because we'll already be in the World Series by then. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to Jaren's bachelor party on Thursday, so I'm gonna be gone
Oh, that's
all
right.
weekend.
Yeah, well, either way, next time we do a reaction video, hopefully it's celebrating us making it to the first World Series.
Yeah, because we'll probably know by the weekend,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah, one way
crazy.
or another, unless they blow it, but I
No,
just don't
I don't.
see it. I
We're
feel
just
like
playing
we
too good right now. It would have to take a total collapse, which I guess could happen, but I
Yeah,
don't
I don't
think
know,
so.
man. I feel like they just took the Blue Jays soul tonight. Because when it
Yeah.
was 3-3, I was like, oh man, is this just going to be a shootout? And then the pitching was like, nope, we're done. You're not scoring anymore.
I know. They looked so dangerous early in the game. I was like, fuck, is this just going to be game 4 against the Tigers all over again? And
Mm,
then it was not at all.
yeah.
It was like the opposite
Yeah, it
of
was like
that.
winning a football game like 35-10.
Yeah. But like them not even getting like a completion in the second half or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how good the pitching's been, man. Like I knew that was the strength, but they're playing kind of at a historic level right now.
Well, and good pitching has always been, you've always wanted that over good hitting because pitching just trumps hitting. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, especially the further we get into fall here, as it gets colder, ball's not going as far.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But all right. Well, we will pick this back up later this week and get ready for Texans Hawks and we'll probably be doing I don't know when game 3 is not till 5, so game 3 pregame on Wednesday.
Yeah, exciting times. Crazy to still be talking about two Seattle teams in mid-October. It's
Yeah, it's
certainly
pretty
did
fun
not
though.
happen while we've been doing this show.
No, no. Or when I've been watching sports.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, catch you guys later.
Yep. Thanks for listening.